All right, everybody. So before we get into the video today, just to give a little backstory, we're going to be watching a video by one of the OGs of the community, way more OG than me. I know it's crazy. The FIFA community now, people look at me as like, wow, I'm more older in the community now. I've been doing this for like 7-8 years, at least creating content overall. But Harry's like, even before my time, Harry was like crazy, still is with his videos. He was crazy with the top 100 with bronze team videos. I used to love watching those. I'd like to think of Harry as a good friend of mine. Now, we're going to be watching his video today. He didn't really do a full-on rant video. He more just did 20-0 with EA Sports mistakes. And he kind of talked through his thoughts a little bit about what's kind of gone down in the community. I know that we're kind of past this at this point, and unfortunately, kind of everything I tried hasn't really worked. I didn't really even do a follow-up video. Just as a community, I guess everybody decided like we're not gonna, as creators, like showcase, I guess, FIFA point pack openings. But I've seen obviously even people I've spoke to like continue to spend coin store packs and post those, and obviously at some point in my history and stuff, I have been doing those. I've completely stopped them. I don't even go into the store anymore. I just do the SBC packs. I also got the intel from one of my viewers. The intel is funny, but while I was streaming yesterday, basically he came in and said, Harry made fun of you and all this for, still doing the share plays. And, before we get into any of this with the share play content, guys, I see both sides of the story. As a content creator, I agree. I think share plays are very lazy content. It's not real content. It's not like a Harry video where he's putting together and organizing some crazy content, or I'm putting together and making a new team and trying it out and we're uploading those highlights. It's definitely out of all of my content that I do in this channel, the laziest. I fully admit that too. I know it's lazy. I know it's not incredible content. I know at the end of the day, people like watching it, some of it for views because they want to see what you get out of a given, let's say 20, 85 plus player picks. My stand on it is that I personally don't have any problem with SBC share plays. I still think as a community we've entirely failed, and I think EA are just laughing at us before we even watch this video. The fact that we could not all get together and really kind of make some serious change, I just don't think this standoff on us just kind of saying no to FIFA points is going to be enough. Unfortunately, our community is very divided. It's the best we could do. I haven't seen this video. I just wanted to kind of pre-claim or disclaimer that. I don't even have too much time, so we got to get through and watch this video. I have a couple plans later. It's my one day off, but I wanted to record this video because I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to react to it. We are slowly but surely becoming a reaction channel these days. I appreciate you guys watching all the videos. And yeah, also, before we get into anything, just thank you. Thank you for watching the videos. God bless you all. Hope everybody's doing well. And your health and everything. Friends and family's okay, guys. Much love to all of you. Thank you guys always for watching the videos. Let's get into it. Let's see what Harry's cooking up. I'm actually curious to see how this team is going to work. I'm going to try to not stop it too much so we can watch it. And then I'll obviously talk over some parts if I feel like I really need to talk through it. I know you guys get mad at me, but at the end of the day, it's a reaction video. We're supposed to react to the video. Here we go.
No. Oh my god, my voice is gone. Not got an intro. What a bad video for my voice to go, by the way, because it's a bit of a different one. I can't bother with a standalone vid talking about the state of the game, so I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to make a team of EA mistakes and still go into a 20-0, but I'm going to give you my thoughts on everything that's gone on.
Nice.
And discuss whether I would take part in a boycott just after we build the team. So, basically,
I already want to stop the video to tell you something, so you know what? I will do that in a minute or two.
For Ligue 1, they actually gave you good rewards against. There was an even chance of getting Red Mbappe as Red Lala. Red Dembele's and Mbappe were coming out people's assholes. But even as this news was coming out on like a 2 a.m. Saturday, when EA never fix anything at this time because they're off work. Oh, when it inadvertently affected their pockets, it was dealt with straight away. They corrected the rewards. Why can't they just leave them for a weekend? Give us all an equal chance. Anyway, anyone who did get Red Mbappe or Red Dembele, congrats to you. I don't get people who are like pissed off with people who got it. I'm just annoyed at myself that I didn't play at the time. Bit of a light-hearted mistake now because I don't want to go all doom and gloom. This is just stupid. So we've got Cole Palmer. We do also need to build a team to try and get like 20 and over top rewards here. So bear that in mind for a few of these picks.
That card is so good, by the way.
Wes is aware, the whole bull put some very good research into this. There is not been a lower rated card to make it into Prem Tots. And it's not like it came from nowhere. Like, it was quite obvious he was better rated than 66 with the games he played for City. Like, it was very strange, and it was proven to be. We have David Beckham on the right, who in the last couple months, there was an SBC out, and it came out tradable. Like, how do you think that happened? Because surely it's not just down to one person to click like a button.
That was crazy. First time ever.
Impressive mistake there. Again, we're trying to go for good players here, and look how I've wormed this one in. This is IQ and a half. So I've got Red St. Max on this account, and who remembers that viral clip of Steve Bruce? Yes, Steve Bruce sprinting past Alan St. Maximin.
I actually don't remember that. That's crazy.
Right, serious one again now. We have Yaya Toure, the exact Yaya Toure card.
What happened with this one?
Card that cost
the league.
$million at the time or something.
The league, they changed it. Oh my god.
Got changed to Prem. I've seen someone make like 90 million coins off this. I know pros who made 10 million. They would just buy loads of Toures, and then EA would have to reimburse them with a tradable Yaya Toure. It was basically just doubling how many coins you wanted because they put a different league on it by accident. How incompetent. We have Christian Eriksen joining him in centre mid. And by the way, time is moving so fast.
I don't know what happened with this Eriksen card.
2 years ago, when that 82 Eriksen just randomly
the FUT Fantasy!
Fantasy Eriksen.
Bingo!
Nowhere. Well, yeah,
they gave everybody who had that gold card a FUT Fantasy.
In recent years, this one.
Crazy.
Because it was at the start of the game. It was at a point when the transfer market needed to be set in a certain way, and EA just destroyed it. At the start of FIFA 23, they brought out a tradable hero pack for 25,000 coins. Bearing in mind the average price of the heroes were a few hundred K.
Yeah.
Some are worth 2 million, some are worth $1 million. A monumental mess up, which
so he's gonna put company cold
from for a long time. So we're gonna put base Vincent Company in because it was only base icons that it happened to. Me and the Hull Bull are trying to pull a few technicalities here to get the team good enough to get you the rewards at the end. So Virgil van Dijk is playing. Still counts though. Seen it on Reddit. FIFA 19, he had like 3 GFX issues or something. They kept releasing the wrong one to the public.
Did they?
How have I not put Team
sure,
of the Year
Harry?
Messi in yet? Because that was the biggest mess up of the year.
This was still, even over the League One, in my opinion, this is the worst one.
SBC or something. Why do I always miss this stuff?
This card is still so good. The fact that people had this card
cost me a Team of the Year Messi on
in January, man.
Mbappe Dembele, well, I should have been playing, but something come up. Just let me be live for one of them. But yeah, if you ever see me saying 0.7% when Messi comes up, it's because EA claim that 0.7% of the base got him. And if you play FUT Jams, you will realize it is not 0.7%.
It's like at least 20 or 30%.
Person that has bought this game, they've worked on that number. It's shameless. This is my favorite one of the year. Again, I missed it when I always stream when Jams comes out. So if I put Rolfo in, you'll probably know why. Especially if I hover over
this was crazy.
Style. Trickster Plus. You could just pass it to Rolfo, flick the ball with Trickster
I
Plus,
can't believe
shot,
this game, man, this year, though. The amount of stuff that has happened. Even like zombies on Team of the Year. Oh, man.
Against and get losses. But I was crying at people doing it and people getting annoyed. And you all know me. I'm not a bullshitter, as you're going to see in a minute. I would have done it. I probably would have won the game otherwise, but I just would have liked to see how it felt, just fucking scoring touchdowns. I would have done it for a couple of games, though. Managed to get us a goalkeeper in. Aaron Ramsdale was part of FIFA 22 headliners promo, and then he just weren't. So people were just packing his silver card and was like, what's going on here?
Oh my god.
Like, oh, he's not in packs, but he was in the promo.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to pause the video. Now, I'm very proud of myself because I haven't said too much through the first 5 minutes. I want to also say, before Harry even made this video, he sent me a DM a week ago, and I'm not going to tell you word by word what he said because, like, I just don't feel like that's appropriate. I don't want to feel like he's going to watch this video or hear about it and feel like anything he's telling me is going to be said. But the reason I want to say this is because it's actually, you know, I have good things to say. Like, I gained a lot of respect for him because he kind of sent me a DM and was like, man, like, I understand, I relate to what you're saying. Like, I felt this way a couple years ago. No one really wanted to do it. And he was like, overall, I would totally support what you want to do. It's a shame that, he doesn't feel like what we've come up with, which is just not doing FIFA points alone, is going to be enough. But yeah, I mean, overall, the issue is that we just have such a division in our community. We do. I think a lot of people aren't feeling the same way that maybe Harry and I feel, right? Harry's a gameplay guy too. And he's played it, he's in a similar boat with me. He's been playing it through the era of FIFA 10 to FIFA 20, right? So he's seen how good at points it was. And that's kind of where I think we have that agreement. But I gained a lot of respect for him because he reached out to me and was like, dude, what the heck, man? It's crazy, right? And that's why people come into my streams right now and they're like, or they're watching the videos like, oh, what a boycott. And it's like, dude, it's not alone, it's not alone enough. We would have had to get everybody, and I tried, right, and I failed. So that's the tough one of it. Also, other +1 respect for Harry, just for people that don't know much about him. He used to be a FIFA pro. He just entirely stopped. He made quite a noise on the scene a couple years ago when he just completely stopped. And he's just full on doing content now. And a lot of pros have done that, man. That shows a lot about the pro scene as well. Many of the most popular pros now are actually content creators. There's multiple examples. So if that doesn't say enough, all right, let's continue.
Doesn't now. Got Martinelli on the bench. People opened their accounts last week and just had a 99 Martinelli. Unexplainable. The exact same thing happened with Nathan Teller.
I played against 99 Teller yesterday.
What is wrong with their coding?
Crazy.
Champions League Brandt turned into like an RTTF 88 one.
I remember that. That's FIFA 20? 19?
Gabriel Jesus.
Oh my, as Timo Werner.
For the whole year. Well, yeah.
That one was crazy. Footmas used to slap, bro. Footmas was so good back in the day.
If I've missed any players out, let me know in the comments for next year, because that'll be class. And don't forget to comment twice on what I'd say in a minute about everything. The Sergio Ramos, most red cards in football history. That red card thing at the start of this year is so under radar as the biggest mess up ever. Like, pros were playing a qualifier that dictated the whole season because it was so early, and people just getting red cards for standing tackles and literally just...
That was wild.
The career. It was mental. And I'm ending on a nice little stretch to complete the team because I want to use this lone Kevin De Bruyne. He was part of a team of the week where they brought like Hayde or something his name was, but he's retired, so I'm picking anyone from that team of the week. All right, De Bruyne's in. So the team is set. I'm going to let the gameplay go, try and get that rank 1, and I'm going to speak to you about the mayhem on FC 24 this past week. So will I be part of a boycott? The people's champ, of course, I'll be part of a boycott.
Well, there is no boycott. I know I'm pausing, but there is no boycott, unfortunately.
Boycott. Do you think this is? Get me signed up. 2-week holiday. Be quite fun as well. I would actually be quite excited to see if it make a change. Obviously, people just aren't going to join us. I'd probably do it 2 people, see what happens. Obviously not going to do it on my own. That's pointless, because what are you lot going to do if I stop uploading?
Exactly that. Harry's very aware, which is why I respect him. He knows, he understands it, and that's why he's frustrated as well, because there wasn't enough support. There wasn't enough, hey, I'm all in. There was like, hey, I'll do this, but not that. I'll do that, but not this. And that's the problem. That's why it overall was a failure in our community.
For no reason. I've never done that before. But now, joking aside, I'll go into serious mode a bit. So many content creators are absolute bullshitters. Like they're saying, I won't boycott, but I'll do this and that. And right, they're scared of the backlash. They're scared of the onslaught that people are getting. They don't want to receive hate. Like, where was they 2, 3, 4 years ago when I was suggesting all this stuff? Nick run the foot market. I would probably say the only one in like what he's saying he's actually caring about. Do you know when like the cameras are off? Like no one else really cares, but I think he actually does. So fair play. My only gripe.
Before he tells me about why I'm gonna be bad as well. Look, I don't think that other people. First of all, I really care. If you guys don't know that at this point, I don't know. And if you guys want to make fun of me, meme me, that's fine. I really do care. Hopefully you know that. I want the best for everybody. I don't think I'm the only one. I'll say that because I know he's maybe alluded to that there. I don't think I'm the only one who cares. I think there's parts of this game that were better, and I think there's parts of it that I want to get back to that state. And I just think there's other creators, people in the community, they just don't care. And at the end of the day, it's not shameful, but it's disappointing. I've been using that word a lot. It's disappointing because I can't force other people. We all don't share the same ideas. And you can never force people to share the same idea as you. But let's continue.
With Nick is I've always thought he's better than Sure plays. Like, he's intelligent, he's entertaining, but Sure plays is the most mind-numbing shit content on the planet.
He's not lying. My counter to what he's saying is that I think share plays are a part of my content. It's not all of my content. So I agree with him. It's out of all the content I do, you guys know, I mean, since I started streaming, if you want the exact number, I've streamed 55 different games and genres on my live stream. We've uploaded tons of those to this channel. We do different types of content. We do tons of content. I agree with him. And I'll self-ego myself and say I agree with him and me as a person and my abilities as a creator. I also see the other side of it, that there are certain SBCs and things I grew up as a creator in FIFA 17, loving the SBCs, loving how that's gone, and I've always continued to kind of do share plays. But I agree with him that it is the most mind-numbing and lazy content overall. At least on my channel, what I post, the share play videos are the most lazy content. And anyone that has share played over the years with the different stuff, the 85-20s, the season rewards, whatever it is, right? I agree. Even in the last couple weeks, even as is, and you guys always know me, I can only do a certain amount of share plays on my stream. If you watch me, I sit there and I do 30, 60 minutes, and if I do more than that, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I just abandon it, even on a crazy day. So for me, I've gotten to the point now with that where I'm not trying to justify a situation. I don't think it has to be justified. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with share plays. The only thing I really saw being wrong was that we had certain videos, and I've done them in the past too, and that's why I've woke up and realized like I can't do those anymore, where we're share playing $30, $40 packs in a store, and it's a $1,200 spend on a video with viewers' money. That's where I think it's gotten out of hand, and I don't think even those as coin packs should be doing them anymore, because I think it's still supporting the bad fun of what EA's trying to push on everybody, which is, hey, spend money in our store. Even if people spend money in their store with coin packs and they get a crazy pack, someone's going to see that and want to spend $40. That's why I've stopped those entirely. I won't do them even on my Rats of Glory this year in August. I won't even do it because I just don't think it's a good idea. And I've realized through this boycott and whatever I've tried to accomplish here, I can only control what I want to control. I can only put out there what I think is right. I can, at the end of the day, control that certain parts of the community agreed with what I said and were mad at other people for not going on board. You guys got to understand, I can't control that. I had a lot of people DMing me saying, you need to go about this privately. You need to go about this in this manner. I can't control that the community was agreeing with what I said. At the end of the day, I can't control it. I can speak about how I feel, and if other people want to feel that way too, that's not my fault. Let's continue.
Joe, all these people saying they're going to stop share playing stores. Stop share playing everything. Like, you're half in trying to appease people. You're trying to manipulate people. Share playing 100 icon player picks and making a highlight video and showing the best icons is going to still make these kids open a pack for fodder to get them player picks. I have never opened one share play pack. You can fact check this. Never opened
EA versus ex-EA.
In my entire YouTube history, my entire Twitch history, not for 1 second. If I had to revert to share plays for content, I'd probably call it. And it was so obvious how much it was promoting people to open packs from the start. Like, I said it in year one, but no one was asked about stopping stuff then because there was no wave of noise about it. People weren't getting hate for it. People just reacting to hate. You can trick a lot of people, you can't trick me. Personally, I was brought up very thick-skinned where, like, you're not really bothered about what people think about you, you get on with it. I'm
Good for you.
I'm in a space full of sensitive souls. So if there's any creators watching this that think any of this is, like, about them, get over it. Like, a lot of people are going to think it's about Ozio. It's not. I like Ozio. Again, content-wise, not a fan when it's share plays because he's actually quite entertaining FUT champs, by the way. He's a sick player as well. I think he's harmless. I think he's nice. I've helped him coach Tex before. He's helped me coach Tex. I spoke to him a lot. He's nice. He's sound. And the way he's made a living off them share plays is outstanding. But just
the gameplay.
be honest, it is fake outrage. If you show 50 icon player picks or 100 and put in the highlights, obviously some people are going to have grinded that fodder, but a lot of people will then turn to packs because they've seen these insane icons, open a pack for fodder and put it into it. It feeds it all. If you want to make a stand, you stop share plays altogether. Everyone. But people aren't going to do that.
I see his perspective. I don't know if I fully agree that, like, I've always been a guy with the SBCs that loves doing it with me in my stream. I don't know if I fully agree with it, but I see his perspective and I respect his perspective. I also am not against the fact that I was sitting there saying, let's all stop playing, which would mean there's no potential for share plays if that's going to be a part of it. But as I mentioned earlier in this video, that's unfortunately what we've not been able to accomplish as a community. And clearly, I don't know if I wasn't firm enough with my approach. I certainly tried to be on Twitter, and then I had to post an apology because everybody was getting upset that people were going in their chats and being annoyed, and it's a tough situation, man. This whole situation as a whole is tough because we as a community are clearly not in a space where we all agree where the state of FIFA is. And if maybe we do agree, we have certain parts of the community that just don't think anything is possible. And, I just, in the end of the day, I think it's good that we're as a community, we're not going to promote the idea of let's watch all these creators spend thousands of dollars and upload pack highlight videos. There's a part of me, I never really thought of the perspective that if you upload share plays with the SBC stuff, that's going to get people to spend money in the store. That one I never thought of because, especially this year out of all years, I feel like fodder is the easiest to get. I mean, you can play division rivals every week in the top divisions and get 20 walkouts a week from your rewards. So that I never really kind of seen the perspective of. I hear what he's saying, and I think, look, I don't think it's a direct correlation that someone's going to go spend a lot of money. But it's definitely, there's a correlation where someone might watch a video and see a couple heroes and icons and be like, damn, I have no fodder. Let me go spend money. So I think he has a point. I don't disagree with him at all in terms of that like approach of it. I don't think it's like a direct, like no one has fodder. People see a crazy SPC, they will spend money. I think there's a lot of grind that EA have added with a rare kudos I'll give to them this year with obtaining packs. But I hear what he's saying. I definitely agree with him on the lazy part of the content side of things. Look, I think he wouldn't even be having to talk about the share play side of things if we as a community could all grow the balls, as he kind of mentioned, to quit the game. But that's not going to happen. And this is far over. You know, for me, I'm doing this video to kind of just react to Harry's community, Harry himself, because I haven't seen this video, and just kind of chat about what he said to you guys. You know, there's not some movement really happening here at the end of the day, in my opinion, anymore. I just don't think we were able to unite enough people. And I'm still seeing the following week on Twitter, people still promoting store packs now with coins. I mean, it's just like,
that because of how much it affects the livelihoods, but just don't pretend you're being a martyr when you're not willing to do it because of your own situation, and then call other people out for not boycotting. At least they're being honest that it's financial reasons. And I'll get some backlash for that, but in my opinion,
I don't think you can get backlash. I think what he said is that people do need to grow the thick skin that he's saying he has. I agree. I think people don't take criticism well. I understand what he's saying. Look, from the time of the event that the League One situation happened and then to when I went back and played, I almost didn't stream the game from Friday to Thursday. With no one else not really doing that. Maybe one or two other creators. I mean, because we couldn't get people on board. I was just at the point where I was like, I am so sick of EA that I had to take a little break. I couldn't. But yeah, as he said, like it's hard to organize something if you're not united with the other creators in the community.
Idiot if you don't see it for what it is. I like Matt HD Gamer, but his video is telling us about EA messaging him 4 years ago, insinuating to take a video down. Why are you telling us right now when you're getting backlash? The cynical side of me says, I might as well say it now because the capture events are drying up. It does seem quite cynical, all this, but I do think I see things quite well in that point of view. And I'm just not scared to tell you all how it is because I think there's a blanket being put over everyone's eyes here. I've done pack openings too, and I've always been completely honest with them. I just wish everyone else was. I was probably the originator of screaming down a lens at you, do not buy packs every time on stream. Without fail. I've always been honest that it's a tax write-off for me to open packs. It's literally a business expense. It's a simple transaction. I spend these points to get coins to allow me to do my gameplay content 4 or 5 past and presents a week, or obviously I won't be able to afford them. I actually open 95% of my packs off camera, I would say. Maybe even more. Because I didn't want someone to see that one pack out of 1,000 that's good and think, oh yeah, I'll open one of them. I actually pay someone to open all my packs at the start of the year to try
Cold. That's a cold flex right there.
So I don't need to buy packs in the future. You know what? I just wish I could buy coins and I just won't open any. I do like opening them for my loans. Again, mostly off camera, but then I won't be able to do like my team of the year Messi bar.
I respect Harry just even from watching this video because you can tell the way he's talking about this game, the community, he cares, bro. Like, he does care. You can just see in the eyes, the way he's talking, he cares. At the end of the day, all of us creators at some point have been hypocrites. Whether we've had creators crying about what's going on, but they've still spent money and done it on stream. Or we have creators that XYZ and they still done this. For me, how am I a hypocrite? Bro, I was posting store pack share play videos for a year before any of this happened. And then I realized a couple months arogo that we got to stop this around the Team of the Year time. And people still look at my content and it's like, hey, he just did the crazy Team of the Year pack videos and he got out because he's like, you know what, the views are lower. You know, there's all these narratives that are running. Right? But at the end of the day, you got to have respect for anyone that wakes up and decides, you know what, enough is enough. And that's what I've tried to do.
That's the past and present and go. But yeah, I would love to buy coins, but on the off chance that I ever wanted to enter a big tournament that's come about, I have actually never, ever bought coins. But don't know, in the future, if you can get away with it, and I have stopped competing forever, done.
Oh, I thought he was done competing.
I'll probably just do that. I am aware that I'm also in a bit of a privileged position, whereas Boycotting opening packs, like, it doesn't affect me, does it? I suppose I've put myself in that position from doing the right thing, but I can just do past and presents. On hashtag house, we've done our first year, but we don't need to do it. I think people prefer the ones where we don't do it, but we just like having a variety of content, not do the same thing like every time. So if there is no boycott, we'll do them again in the future, but always disclaimer, don't buy packs, because I wouldn't if it was my money, ever. Probably just waffling on. I've not waffled for a while on YouTube. You just see me react to gameplay. Then the bottom line is, I don't expect people to be willing to boycott for like a 2-week period like me and Nick, because it's people's livelihoods. You can't push that on people. I think that's where he went a bit too far. People are in different situations, Nick. People haven't made £100,000 through share play content. Might not have as much in the...
The annoying part about watching this video, okay, is that clearly not enough people are educated enough with what I adjusted my take to say, right? Because if you... And this video just came out 2 days ago or 3 days ago, which is annoying because people still are running with this narrative that I told everyone is the final plan. Everybody's got to quit. Because what I had realized is that all these smaller streamers, all these people, what I ended up saying was that, hey, and this is what I readjusted to the guys that are making this, let's just say, huge league money playing this game, we all can afford to do it for 2 weeks to make a note. And no, not everyone's going to go to the next streamer because FIFA doesn't have that aura anymore. So that's frustrating that he thinks I still ran with that, because that's not what I was running with. Because after my tweet about the boycott got 4 million views on Twitter, everyone was responding, especially a lot of smaller creators, saying they can't stop. This is what's paying them. That I understand. And I don't want any of those creators to think I was insensitive to that. I was originally, and I've realized that wasn't the key. But at the end of the day, I had the balls on the table to go out and say, we got to change something.
Bank to get you through them 2 weeks. The thing that just pisses me off is just the bullshitting. I respect people like Bateson a million times more, being like, not boycotting, don't want to, like the game, got kids to feed. I prefer that than I'm not going to boycott, but I'll stop opening some share plays, and that is bullshit. I'll just say it how it is, and weirdly, right, I am probably the most blacklisted person from EA, maybe that yous all watch, other than like the Pentez for like legal reasons and stuff. I got banned from competing. I said that they aren't asked about racism. This all like 4 years ago as well. I've had no contact in 4 years. I'm definitely not getting invited to anything future, no matter what I would ever say. So it would be so easy for me to build my brand being like, we all hate EA. This game's shit. I'd get loads of 100,000 views on like them sort of rant video. I'll get loads of minions like coming like pitchforks. But funnily enough, I can't fake it. And despite the 1,000 bugs and them releasing this game as a beta version, I actually do like it. Bet you didn't see that coming. You probably did, because
oh, I just, no way he just said that.
Like, you can see that I enjoy myself on my videos now. I had a rut FIFA like 21 to 23. I honestly didn't enjoy it. It was a chore to turn it on. It's strange that...
Guys, can we wake up in the community and realize that every single time we play this game, there is preset 10 players in the box AI drop back? How do we like this game?
Like most people
This is why we don't have a boycott, though. Because I even, this is no diss to Harry, bro. I watched the freaking Nepenthes video, short, where he's talking about... This is the greatest game we've ever had because of all the playstyles. And look, I disagree with what Harry just said. I disagree with what Nepenthes just said. I don't understand how people have the joy from this game. But that's where I've realized I'm out of line. Not everyone shares my sentiment.
Like playing a game when they're younger and then grow out of it. I kind of grew into it. I hated it in like my mid to young 20s. I just wanted to doing other stuff. But I absolutely adore evolutions. Playing with players that I like, that I'd just never be able to. Being able to obscure past and presents that I'd never be able to. I really like play styles. They give me such a unique way of playing. And people that moan about how much they hate this game, I do see a common trend in a lot of them. And okay, a lot of it might not be you. They're using the same players, the same meta players every single week. Using players that the total are stiff, can't turn. Ignore it all. Use lesser teams. Evo players that you like in real life. Have lower expectations for Weekend League. The rewards really aren't that deep. I would rather go 20-0 with shit rewards than get 18-2 and get Red Mbappe. Maybe that's the competitive side in me, but that's where I'm getting my enjoyment, and it's been working for me. It's the journey, not the destination. What a quote. I didn't make that one, but please take it from someone who has used over 60 different teams this year and playing different ways. If my midfielder has pinged pass, I'm driven passing it. If it has incisive pass, I'm through balling it. Fuck, ended on a good note though. Just
what was that goal?
Throughout. This company took away my competitive drip. No way, that was COVID. No, they did, because they banned me the season after for nothing when I was like 4th in the world. I've had a World Cup to my name now. They actually banned me for like a month, but I retired in retaliation to make a stand. I've always been about making stands, so yeah, fuck all these fake creators that weren't willing to make stands 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, like I've said. I think a lot of it's fake, and a lot of these are my friends as well. This will be the last I say on the matter, because like I said, I wasted so many days on genuinely like this game, like ruining my day and trying to make a difference and it not working. I am much happier now as a person. When I play the game, I enjoy it, and when I turn it off, I don't think about it. That's probably the way it's going to stay, but yeah, I'll boycott. Why not? I have 4 left. Sorry.
Well, I think his mentality is the right one, though, because we're watching someone that says he enjoys EAFC 24. He likes this gameplay. While I disagree with him, it's crazy to see him just sit there saying, I would join a boycott.
Like, and it's 4:30 a.m. on Wednesday morning before Foot Champ shut. I just want to get through wards for you. Normal Van Dijk, normal Van Dijk. Go on then. Go on, you hero. Go on, you hero. Go on, you hero. I do think he was trying to give it me.
Is he playing off stream now?
He's going to just run it in. Run it in. Don't hit it. Don't. Yes, you are a fucking legend. You are what's good with the community. 3, 2, go. Nice. No. All
right, so I think rant-wise, that's probably going to be the end of the video. You know, obviously, like, I think every creator probably had this experience with what I originally had said, where not everyone sees everything super eye to eye. I think a lot of what Harry said, though, you know, it takes balls to say what he said, and I think he's standing on business as well. Like, he has his feelings. It's nice to hear that he would have been down to do this. His brain is in the right state of mind because, well, I don't know, he likes EAFC 24. But, no, I can't control that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've learned by doing this, though. I've talked to so many people that say they really enjoy this game. I don't know. So... You know, it's one of those where, like, at least, though, he realizes that it is going to take everyone, and that, you know, I respect that he feels like it's pretty half-assed from the community of what we've decided with. You know, what I've realized is that we can't force people to do stuff they don't want to do, and you know what, you know, as he said, he's probably in a happier place caring less. It's just, it's tough because you want to get the change for the future. You want it to be in a better spot. And, you know, I feel like the mentality that Harry's had, I've had for a few years. I used to be a lot more vocal. If you guys watch me in FIFA 19 and 20, man, I used to freaking go crazy with the rant videos. I mean, it was another level how many I did. And then for a couple years, I kind of took more of a backseat. I didn't really participate in it too much. This year, I've been a lot more vocal because I feel like what I'm seeing this year between all the glitches, all the unfinished stuff, the bugs in the game, millions of things. It's the most I've ever seen in a FIFA, and I've just been really frustrated with EA's. This is what, at the end of all this talk and discussion, if you haven't been able to realize, the defining situation I am most unhappy about is the fact that EA have not invested any effort this year into patching, fixing, or doing anything. The only time they fix stuff is when there's something too good to be true and it's rewarding you too much, which I think is BS. It's a joke, man. The menus, we've already gone through it multiple times in multiple videos. I think a lot of what Harry had to say, look, what I'm gaining from this video is that Harry kind of speaks that he has a certain level of respect that I've tried something. He doesn't really feel like a lot of the other creators were really wanting to do it. If they did, they kind of got, you know, maybe peer pressured into it. Not a lot of people felt their honest feelings about things. I think Harry was really just kind of spitting a lot of honesty in this video. He might have even said a lot of things that maybe I wanted to say and didn't even have the balls to say. You know, I know a lot of people in this community watch what I'm putting out, and I think I was in the heat of a driver's seat there, where maybe I wasn't harsh enough on a lot of the creators. And I think Harry's coming at it from a different perspective, where he doesn't post videos like this. He wasn't really twisted up in this boycott. He posts these videos and he's commentating over this video. And I think a lot of what he said is really true. I agree with him with the share play stuff. I think not all of it, but I agree with him on the point of that it is very lazy. It's definitely my laziest content. Doesn't mean from watching this video, look, this narrative that he's putting out of, like, share plays, we shouldn't do them, right? Okay, I hear what he's saying. Is it ever going to be possible in our community to accomplish that? you know, brother, I was, and I know he's tried over the years and stuff, and he's been very outspoken and vocal. I'm sitting here, I've just tried to get people to stop playing and not go on for 2 weeks, right? And then I've realized, okay, we can't get the smaller creators to stop. Let's just get all the large creators. You know, I don't know, certain creators have a pass for this reason, certain, you know, there's all these stipulations that have gone on. So that's why nothing is really going to come of it. Hopefully as a community, what we can do is minimize the earnings EA are getting off microtransactions. If you haven't seen my video with Nate, we went through and kind of talked about, dude, EA are making 5 times per quarter what in-game currency like values, right, over the game sales. They're making 5x on the microtransactions. So that's crazy within itself. Yeah, I don't disagree with a lot in this video. I think Harry's very like honest and well-spoken with stuff, outspoken rather. So there's a lot of stuff he talked about, like honest opinions, honest takes, honest. So obviously there's going to be a couple of things that I disagree with. He's putting out a lot of opinions in this video. For the most part, I agree with a lot. You know, I think we're at the point now where what's going to come of any of this, I don't really know. But it's definitely insightful to hear from certain creators. And I think at the end of the day, while I may have failed getting a unified boycott, I think we've definitely made some noise in the community with some unhappiness towards EA. So yeah, that's going to be the video, guys. I don't want to drag it too long. I've already talked a lot. Shout out to Harry for posting this video. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the gameplay as well in the background. And yeah, I agree with a lot of what he said. Let me know what you guys think of the video, and we'll see you guys in the video soon. Peace.